Hello students, I'm Sabikas and you're watching Online Vikas. There are some particular maths where we need to know if a given number is exactly divisible by another given number or not. Suppose you are trying to find out LCM or HCF of certain numbers and you are using the long division method. In that case, it is very necessary or essential to know whether a number can be completely divisible by another number or not. There are some rules which help us in predicting a given number is divisible by another given number or not. So we will discuss in this video about those divisibility rules. So let us start the video. So it is divisibility by 2. The rules says what? The numbers which have 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 at the end are divisible by 2. That means all the numbers that ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, that means the ones place. If the ones place must be either 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, then that number is divisible by 2. Meaning to say all the even numbers, we know what is even and what is odd. All the even numbers are divisible by 2. So there I have listed some numbers. You see 1254, 8695, 7846, 10320. You try to figure out which of them are divisible by 2. Okay, I suggest you to pause the video and you just figure it out which one is divisible by 2 or which one is not divisible by 2. Okay, I hope you will do it. Now divisibility by 3. Try to understand this rule. This rule is very essential and very important. Okay, in you see this one, the numbers whose sum of digits is divisible by 3 are divisible by 3. Let us try to understand with this example. We have the number 2457. Okay, in this number you try to see what is the sum of its digits. Sum of its digits means what? 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7. That is what I have already written here. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 is equal to 18. 18 which is divisible by 3. You see, 18 is divisible by 3. Why? Because 3 6 are 18. We know that. So 18 is divisible by 3. That means the whole number, that is 2457, will also be divisible by 3. Are you understanding? The sum of digits must be divisible by 3. Then whole the number will be divisible by 3. I hope it is clear. And there I have listed few numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 numbers I listed here. So you try to see which one or which among these are divisible by 3. If the number formed by last 2 digits of a number is divisible by 4, then the whole number is divisible by 4. So the divisibility rules of 4, it says what? The last 2 digit. Last 2 digit, that means the 10th digit and the 1st digit. So in this example you try to say this 16. Okay, the number that formed by the last 2 digit. Last 2 digit is 1 and 6. So you what number is formed? 16. And you tell me now, is 16 is divisible by 4? Yes, of course, 16 is divisible by 4 because 4 4s are 16. It means the whole number, that is 2416, will also be divisible by 4. If the last 2 digit, the number formed by the last 2 digit is divisible by 4, then whole the number will be divisible by 4 completely. So here I have listed 4 another numbers. So you try to see or find it out which one or which are among them are divisible by 4. Let us see the divisibility rules of 5. And the divisibility rules of 5 is very easy. Okay, it is very easy. Just you can only on your own you can find it out. What is the rule? You just see the table of 5, multiplication table of 5. You will notice that the ones digit in the table of 5, all the numbers, the ones digit either 0 or 5. Yes or no? 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15. So at the ones place either 0 or 5. So the numbers which ends in 0 or 5, that means the last number. If the last number is 0 or 5, then that number is completely divisible by 5. There is no doubt. You try to understand this with this example. At the end, 7415. At the end, what is the number here? It is 5. So it will be divisible by 5 completely. So here I have listed few numbers and I will help you out here. This is it ends at 0. So definitely it will be divisible by 5. It ends at 0. Definitely it will be divisible by 5. And the last number, it is ending at 5. So it is also divisible by 5. But you see this one, 9331. What is the last number here? Last digit is what? It is 1. But I told you that the last must be 0 or 5. Then only it will be divisible by 5. So that number will not be divisible by 5. Is it clear? Divisibility by 6. And it is very interesting. Why I am telling it is interesting, because there are two conditions. The even numbers. First condition is here. It must be even number. Okay. The even numbers which are divisible by 3. That means all the even numbers which are divisible by 3. Now, which are divisible by 3? How we can determine? Because we have already learned the divisibility rule of 3. Yes or no? So using that law, that rule, divisibility by 3, and we have to see whether it is even or odd. Then only that number will be divisible by 6. So there are two conditions. The number must be even. Okay, if I give you certain numbers, okay, if I give you a certain number first, and I am asking you to find tell me whether it is divisible by 6 or not, then your aim or your work is to find whether it is even. If it is even, then it's okay. If it is not, then that will not be divisible by 6. If it is even, then you have to check whether it is divisible by 3 or not. Okay, and if it is divisible by 3, it is even. First it is even and it is divisible by 3. That means the number is divisible by 6. But if it is even but that is not divisible by 3, then it will not be divisible by 6. And if the number is not even, that is odd, then there is no you need to find out whether it is divisible by 3 or not. Since it is odd, it cannot be divisible by 6. You try to understand with this example, 1362. Now you have to tell me, is it even? Is this number even? 1362, is it even? How to check it? Just the last number. The last number is what? 2. When the last number is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, then the number will be even, and also it will be divisible by 2. Just apart from that, it is even. 1362 is even. So we have cross checked. Is it even? Yes, it is even. Is it divisible by 3? Is that number divisible by 3? Let us check it. 1 plus 3, it is what? 4. 4 plus 6, it is what? 10. 10 plus 2, it is what? 12. Now tell me, 12 is 12 divisible by 3? In the table of 12, in the table of 3, is 12 exist? 12 does exist or not? Yes, of course. In the table of 3, you will get 3 4s are 12. That means 12 is divisible by 3. So we have checked two things here. Is it even? Yes, we have got it is even. And also we have checked whether it is divisible by 3. Yes, it is divisible by 3. That means this whole number 1362 will be divisible by 6. So this is the step you need to do. Okay, there I have listed some numbers. You just figure it out which among them are divisible by 6. Okay, now try to understand divisibility by 8, the rule divisibility by 8. Many students may be thinking, have I missed a number? Yes or no? I have showed you the divisibility by 6, but where the divisibility by 7? So divisibility by 7 is quite a tricky, but it is not tough enough. But I will try to show you the divisibility rule of 7 in another video. In this video, I will just show you the divisibility 8 and the other numbers, not the 7. I will show that divisibility rule of 7 in another video. Now you try to understand this divisibility by 8. It is quite similar with the divisibility by 4. In the rule of 4, divisibility rule of 4, we learned that the last two digit the number that formed by the last 2 digits must be divisible by 4. But in the case of 8, the last 3 digit. In the case of 8, the last 3 digit of a number is divisible by 8, then the whole number is divisible by 8. If the last 3 digit, okay, the number that formed by the last 3 digit, you see this example, 2888. Now the last 3 digits are what here? 888. Is this divisible by 8? Yes, of course, because 8 ones are 8, 8 ones are 8, 8 ones are 8. Yes or no? So it is completely divisible by 8, the last 3 digit. It means the whole number will be divisible by 8. You just need to check the last 3 digits. No need to check all the numbers. Just you check the number that is formed by the last 3 digits. And it is very easy, I think. Just you need to take it out and you just check whether it is divisible by 8 or not. You can already solve it. So 888 is divisible by 8, therefore 2888 is divisible by 8. So here I have given you some numbers. I am helping you out. 4560. You need to check this 560. Is this 560 is divisible by 8? If you have already memorized the table, then you know 8 7s are 56. 8 7s are 56 of 56 and 0. So 70. If you try to divide this 560, I am helping you out here to be very clear with this. Just you need to check whether 560 is divisible by 8 or not. So you can easily 8 7s are 56, yes or no? And the 0 will be here. Sorry, the 0 will be here. So that means it is completely divisible by 8. What we have learned? It is completely divisible by 8. The last 3 digit is completely divisible by 8. It means this whole number 4560 will be divisible by 8. Similarly, you check the other numbers here. Okay, let us check the divisibility rules of 9. And it is quite similar with the 3, the divisibility rule of 3. In the divisibility rule of 3, we learned that any number, okay, will be divisible by 3 if the sum of digits is divisible by 3. In the case of 9, the same thing will happen. The sum of digit we will check whether it is divisible by 9 or not. If the sum of its digits will be divisible by 9, then whole the number will be divisible by 9. Okay, try to understand with this example. 2457. First we will check the sum of its digits. So 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7. What is it? 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 5 is 11, 11 plus 7 is 18, which is divisible by 9 because 18 is divisible by 9. Yes or no? 18 is divisible by 9 because 9 2s are 18. So since 18 the sum of digit is divisible by 9, then whole the number will be divisible by 9. So you check this out whether the numbers are divisible by 9 or not. Okay. Now divisibility rule of 10. Divisibility rule of 10 is very easy. Why I am telling? Just you need to check the last digit. If the last digit is 0, then the number is divisible by 10. In the table of 10, you have probably noticed all the numbers having at the last 0. Yes or no? So the numbers which ends in 0 will be divisible by 10. You check this one, 7410. The last number is what? 0 here. So it will be divisible by 10. Here all the numbers are having, it is having 0 at the end, divisible by 10. It is having 0 at the end, that means the number is divisible by 10. It is having 3 and it is having 5. That means these two numbers are not divisible by 10. Is it clear? Okay. Let us check the divisibility by 15. The numbers which are divisible by both 3 and 5. The numbers which are divisible by both 3 and 5 are divisible by 15. The numbers which are divisible by both 3 and 5 are divisible by 15. That means all the numbers which are divisible by 3 and 5 together. Okay, that means the numbers which is divisible by 3 as well as it is divisible by 5, then the number will be divisible by 15. Okay. Now you see this one, the example 450. Here we will have to check whether it is divisible by 3 or not. What we will do? The rule of divisibility by 3, what was it? The sum of its digit must be divisible by 3. Now if you try to figure out the sum, that means 4 plus 5 plus 0, then you will have 9. Yes or no? Which is divisible by 3. So 450 is divisible by 3. Yes or no? Now again you have to check whether it is divisible by 5 or not. Let us see. The rule of divisibility by 5 was what? The last digit. You have to check the last digit. If the last digit is 0 or 5, then that number is divisible by 5. So in here the last digit is what? 0. That means it is divisible by 5 also. Yes or no? So the 450 is divisible by both 3 and 5. That means the 450, the number that is 450 is divisible by 15. In this way you can check it out. So there are numbers, you have to check it out whether they are divisible by 15 or not. Okay, in this case I want to add a point. A number is divisible by another number if it is divisible by its co-prime factors. Okay, now you see here we have seen how the divisibility rule of 15. Now this 3 and 5, why we have taken this 3 and 5? We could have taken another number. Yes or no? But according to the rule that I added at the end, it says what? The co-prime factors of 15. What was the co-prime factors? If you do not know what are the co-prime factors, then you can check my another video. I already have made a video on the prime numbers, co-prime numbers. So there you check it, what is called co-prime number. If I again try to explain what is co-prime number in this video, it will take a lot of time. So you check that video. So the co-prime factors of 15 is 3 and 5. So you have to check whether it is divisible by 3 and 5 or not. If a number is divisible by 3 and 5, then that number will be divisible by 15 also. Okay, now I would like to add the co-prime factors of 36. Say you have 36, the co-prime factors. Suppose you are going to find it out whether a number is divisible by 36 or not. You check this one. 1,88,064 is divisible by 36. We have to check it. Yes or no? Now we will try to figure out the co-prime factors of 36. What are the co-prime factors of 36? And we know that the co-prime factors of 36 are 4 and 9. The co-prime factors of 36 are 4 and 9. So we will check whether it is divisible by 4. This number, whether this number is divisible by 4 and this number is divisible by 9. If the number is divisible by 4 as well as it is divisible by 9, then whole the number will be divisible by 36. Okay, similarly if you want to check whether a number is divisible by 12, you have to check that the co-prime factors of 12. The co-prime factors of 12 are, I think, 3 and 4. Yes, 3 and 4. So you have to check whether a number is divisible by 3 and 4 or not. If any number is divisible by 3 as well as divisible by 4, then the number will be divisible by 12. Similarly, the co-prime factors of 15, I already have done. The co-prime factors of 30. The co-prime factors of 30. In that case, you have to, the co-prime factor will be of 30 will be 6 and 5. That means if you want to check whether a number is divisible by 30 or not, first you need to check whether it is divisible by 6 and also whether it is divisible by 5. If the number is divisible by 6 and 5, then the number is divisible by 30, because 6 and 5 are the co-prime factors of 30. Okay, so you check this one. 1,88,064 is divisible by 36 or not. So we will check whether it is divisible by 4 and whether it is divisible by 9. So if we check, the divisibility rule of 4 was what? The last two digits. The last two digits, the number formed by last two digits is 64, and 64 is divisible by 4. If you see 4 16 64. So it is divisible by 4. Similarly, if you check whether it is divisible by 9 or not, what we will do? According to the divisibility rule of 9, you have to find the sum of its digit, and the sum of its digit is 27. And you know that 27 is divisible by 9. That means we have checked that this number 1,88,064 is divisible by 4 as well as this number is divisible by 36. So, oh sorry, 9. We have checked that this number is divisible by 9. So we can conclude that 1,88,064 is divisible by 36. So I told you the co-prime factors of 12 and 30 here in this video. So thanks for watching. This is the end of this video, and I would like to request you to subscribe this channel to get more videos like this. And at the end, God bless you all.